Hello, and welcome to Preventing Slips, Trips, and Falls, a guide for property managers. HAI Group is a family of companies founded by and dedicated to housing organizations. We offer risk management services, housing-focused training, and original housing industry research to meet the needs of our more than 1,800 housing organizations. Today, we're going to discuss how many injuries occur due to slips, trips, and falls. We will also discuss strategies to prevent them and how we properly respond and document slips, trips, and falls incidences. I'm Lee Brown, a senior risk control consultant with HAI. I have about 15 years of experience in loss control, risk management, and claims handling in both government and private sectors, and I am glad to be here today. So we're going to jump right into it. Slips, trips, and falls by the numbers. Slips, trips, and falls are the most common causes of injury at multifamily properties, and they can lead to serious liability and legal issues. In the United States, there are over 8.8 million fall-related emergency room visits annually. Of that, 1 million plus are falls related to stairs. Additionally, 97% of all cold weather-related injuries are directly linked to slips on ice and snow. Between 2020 and 2025, slips, trips, and falls have represented over 60% of all liability claims for HAI insured. The cost of those claims exceed $40 million, with parking lot slips, trips, and falls being a major issue, slips, trips, and falls due to snow and ice being a major issue, and slips, trips, and falls due to uneven surfaces is also a major issue. So how do we go about preventing these slips, trips, and falls in the first place? We're going to discuss those strategies and more. In this session, we'll introduce 7 comprehensive, actionable strategies to combat slip, trips, and falls. Those include establishing routine inspections, maintenance and housekeeping, safety features for your properties, signage and communication, snow and ice management plans, tenant education and engagement, and the enforcement of strong safety policies and training to ensure accountability for your staff. One of the most basic yet effective methods of preventing slips, trips, and falls is regular property inspections and walkthroughs. These will help identify and address potential risks before injuries occur. Conduct routine inspections of common areas, stairwells, sidewalks, and parking lots to promptly identify and address any hazards. These inspections should always be documented, as well as any follow-up. Some common issues that you may see include cracked or heaving sidewalks, loose tiles, torn carpets or uneven flooring, damaged or missing stair treads, potholes, or sunken areas in parking lots. It's important that these hazards are addressed once they are identified. First, so you can prevent the potential injury, and second, the hazards are now documented on your inspection form. Work orders should be created to repair the hazards documented during the inspection. Issuing a work order is helpful because it creates a formal record of corrective action, assigns responsibility for the repair, and allows you to track your progress. Along with routine inspections, proper lighting in all areas, especially entrances, walkways, stairwells, and other high traffic zones, is important. Make sure that you always include interior and exterior lighting on all routine inspections. Not only does this help with preventing slips, trips, and falls, but it also plays an important role in the physical security of your property. You may also choose to use motion sensor lighting where applicable to maintain visibility without increasing energy costs. Good housekeeping is a simple yet effective way to prevent slips, trips, and falls. An orderly environment not only enhances the appearance of a property, but it also minimizes risk. Maintain a consistent cleaning schedule for all common areas. Prioritize high-use areas during inclement weather. Remove spills and debris immediately and use caution or wet floor signs to alert foot traffic during cleanup. Ensure floor mats are in good condition, flat and slip resistant. Clear overgrown landscaping that may block walkways or reduce visibility. This is another one that will benefit the physical security of your property by having a clear view of all areas and also prevent areas for individuals to hide. Installing the correct safety features and safety equipment can make a significant difference in preventing slips, trips, and falls. Using non-slip mats in areas prone to moisture, such as entrances, to enhance traction and prevent slips. Installing grab bars in bathrooms to assist residents, particularly seniors or individuals with mobility issues. Ensure elevators have level threshold and automatic floor leveling feature to prevent tripping at entry or exit. Effective signage and open communication helps residents and visitors stay aware of potential hazards. Display clear and visible signage indicating potential hazards such as wet floors, uneven surfaces, or steps. Clearly label emergency exits and pathways and ensure paths remain unblocked. Mark elevation changes with bright reflective tape. Winter weather poses additional challenges for maintaining properties. Establishing a winter weather and snow removal protocol is essential to keeping walking surfaces safe during the winter months. Develop a snow and ice removal plan for winter months to prevent slips and falls on walkways, driveways, and parking lots. Assign responsibility for weather-related hazards to on-site maintenance staff or third-party contractors. If you are considering employing an insured third-party contractor for snow and ice removal, ensure that your contract language includes a hold harmless agreement for your organization and the mandating of record keeping for service dates, service times, and how much material was used. Ensure timely removal of snow and application of ice melt or sand to maintain safe walking surfaces during inclement weather. Monitor weather conditions actively and respond promptly to avoid buildup of hazardous ice. Educating and engaging residents helps to ensure they play an active role in maintaining safe and orderly environment, as well as timely reporting of hazards. Educate residents on the importance of maintaining a tidy living space, promptly reporting maintenance issues, practicing caution in common areas, and wearing appropriate footwear with good traction during adverse weather conditions. Notify your residents of maintenance schedules or known temporary hazards. Communicate safety guidelines and procedures to residents through newsletters, notices, or orientation sessions to raise awareness and promote safety-conscious community. Notify residents of maintenance schedules or known temporary hazards. Communicate safety guidelines and procedures to residents through newsletters, notices, or orientation sessions to raise awareness and promote safety consciousness. Establishing written safety policies ensures that everyone understands their role in identifying and correcting hazards. Consistent training reinforces best practices and quick response to incidences. Develop and enforce safety policies aimed at preventing slips, trips, and fall accidents. Develop and enforce safety policies aimed at preventing slip, trip, and fall accidents. This may include guidelines for cleaning spills or utilizing caution signs in hazardous areas. Provide training sessions for property managers and maintenance personnel on identifying potential hazards, and review incident reporting protocols with staff regularly, which we're going to talk about next. Although there are ways to prevent slips, trips, and falls from occurring on your property, you can't prevent everything. In the event a slip, trip, or fall does occur, it's important that staff know how to respond to these incidents. As a rule of thumb, the longer the delay before an investigation begins, the higher the cost to settle a potential claim. For accident investigations, you need to document who, what, when, where, and why. Who is the name and address, age, and gender of all persons involved, whether they are residents, visitors, or contractors. What is the recording of the nature of the accident or incident or injuries. Approach witnesses for statements and record their name, address, and phone number. Document the circumstances of the incident or the exact sequence of events that led to the loss. Use a step-by-step approach to document what happened, including every person and object that contributed to the occurrence. State facts and omit opinions. Include estimated property damage costs, keeping in mind that actual costs will be determined later. Record the date and time of the accident or other incident, along with the weather and lighting conditions. Be aware that incidences are sometimes alleged to have occurred days and even weeks before the date of the report. The when data has tremendous value in legal actions and court decisions. When it comes to where, document the exact location of the accident or other incident and note details that may have caused the event or played a factor. Take photos when possible to help document conditions like snow, ice, and other factors. And for why, note the cause of the incident, the factors leading up to the incident, and the methods of reducing or eliminating it in the future. You should notify HAI of all incidences that occur, regardless of whether it is going to become an insurance claim or not. Security cameras not only enhance safety and deter criminal activity, but they also provide valuable evidence in the event of a slip, trip, or fall claim. Security surveillance can help provide context surrounding an incident. Adequate documentation is critical for tracking inspections and corrective actions. It can also help to protect from potential liability should an incident occur. In addition, keeping track of records can help identify problem areas with need of attention. Keep detailed records of inspections and repairs, and review incident trends regularly to identify recurring issues or patterns. Today, we discussed how many injuries occur due to slips, trips, and falls. We also discussed strategies to prevent them and how we properly respond to and document slip, trips, and falls incidences. Thank you for your time today. If you have any questions or need any further assistance, please feel free to reach out to your designated risk control consultant.